Oh, hello. Hi there. Howdy. Good day. Bonjour. Hola. Guten Tag. Shalom. Hola. Konnichiwa. Namaste. Sikaya. Neho. Yasu. Salamat Malam. Wagwan man. Didn't hear you come in. Greetings and welcome to Ask That Guy with the Glasses.
I lost my remote control. Do you know where it is?
Certainly. It's right here. But it's mine now.
If they made TV show themed condoms, which ones would you buy?
That's a very good question. To be honest, there's such a wide variety to choose from. Alone in the Dark, Goosebumps, My Little Pony, Inspect Her Gadget, Snoopy and Friends, That's My Bush, and of course, Bananas in Pajamas. I feel raped.
Are there any celebrities that are dead that you think are really alive?
Yes.
What color is Jim's red gun?
Cabbage.
If aliens take over fish, what should I do to stay alive?
Well, that depends on what the aliens can actually do. If they can, say, fly or shoot laser beams out of their eyes, normal procedure is to shit yourself with fear. However, they can do minor things like speak Spanish. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Thank you for your question, you most likely retarded individual.
If you found yourself trapped in an underground Egyptian chamber, how would you escape if you only had a revolver and a pen to help you? I forgot to mention that the chamber is filled with transvestite scorpions and radioactive monkeys.
That's a very good question. Actually, no, it isn't. It is the worst question I have ever been asked in my entire life. Shame on you. My advice is to kill yourself and burn in the fiery flames of hell. Trust me, you will be doing the world and yourself much good. Yes.
Last night, I forgot to lock the door to my room when I was preparing myself to jerk off. All of a sudden, in the middle of my pleasure, my brother busted in and caught me in the act. I'm worried he'll tell my mom or dad about it and I'll get the talk. Any advice on how to prevent my brother from telling my parents?
You don't have to worry about that at all. I'll give you the talk. You see, when a man and a woman love each other very, very much, and then of course she will say things to you like, what part of restraining order didn't you understand? And you'll say to yourself, why is this bitch getting into things? Things that you never thought you'd be able to do, but it turns out in the deepest, darkest parts of your soul, you can. And you'll be asking yourself, why have you left me, Lord? Why have you forsaken me and left me in the 10th level of hell? And he'll of course never answer you, he's an a-hole. And I tell you, the pain festers inside of you and it will never go away. And you may think to yourself, you may like the other sex, but you don't. You don't. You just don't. And you'll stand at the edge of that cliff and you'll ask yourself, what's the point? There is no point, is there? There's only the empty void. And that's what a man and woman do when they love each other very, very much. I hope this has helped you out. It certainly has me.
In your opinion, what would be the plot of a movie with absolutely no cliches?
I would say 2.5 hours of blowing up a baby. Think about it. Have you ever seen a baby blow up in a movie before? I think not. And once one baby has blown up, you go and find another baby, blow him up, and then find another baby, blow him up, etc., etc., etc. No characters, no story development, just blowing up babies. Where? Kaboom! Isn't that precious?
I was wondering if you ever considered being that guy with the contact lenses or that guy with the laser corrective surgery.
You mean just like how you're that guy with the retarded question? I don't think so.
Why do noses run and feet smell?
Noses run because they always have somewhere to go, and feet smell because they always have something to stink. Does that answer your question? I don't care.
I'm always living in fear of those screamers that are on the internet. How do I avoid them?
Well, to fully explain this, it's best to understand exactly what a screamer is, and luckily I have written it down on this sheet of paper. You see, what a screamer is a...
Oh, yes, that was indeed a screamer, something that comes out of nowhere and scares you. that was a pretty good one. I think I'm actually having a heart attack at the moment. Yes, shortness of breath and tightness in the chest, tight pain. Yes, this is definitely a heart attack. If someone out there could call 911 for me, that'd be very, very helpful. I think I'm just gonna have a lie down for the moment.
Damn you, screamer, question asking person! He's dead! He's dead forever! Oh my god! I guess I'll answer the rest of the questions in loving memory of that guy with glasses.
Who would win in
Who is that?
I'm the narrator, you idiot.
Oh, okay, continue.
Who would win in a fight? Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat or Gandhi? Also, would the outcome change if, say, Gandhi was on fire?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I guess a flaming Gandhi would win because he's on fire. I'd be afraid of a flaming Gandhi. I mean, wow! I'd be like, ooh, look out! A flaming Gandhi! All be aware of flaming Gandhi! He will set you on fire and then preach about Hinduism. Gandhi! Yes.
I'm French, and I want to know why you, Americans, are so bad in geography.
Well, French guy, that's a lot of big talk coming all the way from the North Pole. Does Santa Claus know you're French? I bet he's not giving you any presents this year. Because you are making fun of our geography. It's a bit folly. French! Oui.
How come the Flintstones celebrate Christmas if they lived before Christ?
Because the Flintstones can see into the future. They have psychic powers. They can see everything that's going to happen. They know that Christ is going to be born, and they should celebrate his birthday ahead of time. It's just good manners. And Fred Flintstone is like, yabba dabba Jesus. Hooray!
This is just a wee boomsing.
Change! You got change! Oh, come on, help a guy out, will ya? Come on, change! Wait a minute, maybe he has some money. Oh my god, he's a woman!
Where is your traditional ask that guy with the glasses pipe?
Be right back.
Oh my god, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life! And let me tell you why. In a time of high-tech science and overblown special effects, this movie dares to take a chance on just the performers that... Hold on one moment.
Give me that! Give me that!
No!
Hey,
No! It's the only thing that makes me look sophisticated! Ah!
Beat it!
What a douche.
Here it is.
As you read this, I am being gradually lowered into a vat of boiling acid. How do you recommend I escape using as many flashy special effects as possible?
Well, I don't really have enough information to answer this question. I mean, are you in a cage? Did somebody wrap you up in chains?
Is there a person slowly lowering you into the acid? Or is it some kind of acid lowering machine?
I can't help you. You're just gonna have to be lowered into the acid and die. That'll teach you to ask more specific questions in the future, which you have none of. Some people have no consideration.
There's a suicidal, one-eyed green monkey sitting on my table and smashing newborn squirrels with a kitchen hammer. Therefore, I believe the question is pretty obvious. Do you like cabbage soup?
Yes, I love cabbage soup. With a little parsley and the right spices. It's actually one of my favorite dishes. Thank you for asking. God bless you.
My boyfriend and I watch your hilarious questions and rants all the time. He always insists on watching you. Is my boyfriend secretly fantasizing about you?
That's a very good question. Yes, he is fantasizing about me because I'm fantasizing about him. His muscular body, his smooth, silky ass, and a large hunk of pork that I would love to tie a little ribbon on and call it my own. Jesus hates me.
What was the best thing before sliced bread?
I guess just bread.
I have a problem. I live in Iceland and global warming is causing my igloo to melt. What can I do?
Have you thought about moving to Greenland? The hills are very green this time of year, and it's never ever icy. Hence why Iceland is made of ice and Greenland is made of green. Would I lie to you? Yes.
What is in that book that you're always reading?
Actually, it's a book instructing you on how to look like you're actually reading. Unfortunately, I can't read. Thank you for opening up a painful wound.
I currently live on a warm, sunny Mediterranean island. Next year, I would have to leave my country in order to join a university in the UK. How can I cope with adjusting to their cold climate?
Fuck, I don't know.
If Where's Waldo and Carmen Sandiego had a kid, how hard would it be to find him?
Actually, if Carmen Sandiego and Where's Waldo both have recessive genes, and the recessive genes contain the inability to be found, then the dominant gene, the gene that makes most of us what we are today, will take over.
So in fact, he would be a perfectly normal human being.
But for the sake of comedy, let's just say, yes, he would be very hard to find.
What is the meaning of life?
People have been asking this question since the dawn of time, and nobody has had a satisfactory answer. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, the meaning of life is the property or quality manifested in functions such as metabolism, growth, response to stimulation, and reproduction, by which living organisms are distinguished from dead organisms or from inanimate matter. Why is that such a hard question?
If you don't answer my question, does it mean I didn't ask a stupid question? Does it make me smarter than you?
Well, obviously, if you have to ask me, you're not smarter than me. You are a jackass, and you are even dumber for asking that question. Are you smarter? No. In fact, let me put this in a language that you can probably understand. This is you, and this is me.
Hey, am I smarter than you?
No, you are a complete jackass.
Oh, I should go kill myself then.
Yes, you should. Would you like me to help you with that?
Okay. Are you ready? I'm ready. Extraordinary.
Yes.
What is the difference between Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Haley Joel Osment?
That's a very good question. Haley Joel Osment is a midget, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas is a dwarf. I know that many people confuse them for children, but they're not. They're little people, with little talent, except for Haley Joel Osment and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. They both have talent. Where am I?
Why does Daddy hit Mommy?
That's a very good question. Have you ever considered that perhaps she deserved it? So many things can be deserving of a smack.
Like if someone's attacking you, coming at you with a weapon, or says something you disagree with. That deserves a smack most of all.
And even if Mommy doesn't deserve a smack, he should probably smack her anyway.
Why? To make up for the times that he should have smacked her. My place in hell is set.
What are the ingredients of Mountain Dew?
That's a very good question. First start off with half a cup of sugar, then toss in a teaspoon of salt, carbonate it so you get all those nice little bubbles, and last but not least, horse urine. Lots and lots of horse urine. For Mountain Dew is actually an old Indian term meaning, hey, this is horse urine. And that is how babies are made.
Were you the inspiration for the Smash Nickelodeon series Doug?
Yes! I was the inspiration for the Nickelodeon show Doug. Isn't that amazing? Some producers came by, looked at me and said, "Oh, we should make a show out of him." And I said, "Oh, you don't want to make a show out of me." But they're like, "No, we're going to make a show out of you." And then, what do you know? They made a show about me. Isn't that just fantastic? I'm sorry, I just really, really hate that question. Please go impale yourself now. Slowly.
If you rape a prostitute, is it rape or just theft?
Well, in most cases it's just theft, but in other cases where someone wants to call you into court, let's say on Thursday, and you're facing criminal charges, and even though you gave her the best damn sex in her life and she even said so afterwards, I guess they can charge you for both. How about that? And I'm not saying this because I did anything like that. I'm saying this because I did exactly that.
You know, I have never lit this pipe.
In the last episode, you mentioned the ruler of hell as Lucifer. Did you mean Lucifer?
Actually, no. Lucifer was his name before he changed it to Lucifer. You see, one day, Benjamin Franklin approached the Prince of Darkness. Oh yes, Benjamin Franklin is in hell. Strange that. And he said, "You know, Lucifer sounds a little harsh. Maybe you could soften it out. Perhaps you could try Lucifer, because when people hear fur, they think of soft smoothness. But they also think fur is murder. So you have softness and murder all in one glorious package." Lucifer agreed, and they lived happily never after. Wasn't that a wonderful story? This is that guy with the glasses saying, "There's no such thing as a stupid question until you ask it."